Hi everyone, welcome to our Gemini reading for January 2021. This is really for mid-January to the end of January, but time is fluid. So whenever this video calls to you, that's the right time for you. So don't worry about time. This is going to be for Gemini Sun, Moon, or Rising, as always. Those intuitively guided to the channel, and you may not know if there's Gemini in your chart. You may be checking on a Gemini, and if that's the case, understand that you'll probably receive messages yourself. Okay, let's get in the reading. Many of you know I have Gemini Moon. Now, I'm right on the cusp of Gemini Cancer, so I figure I have both. I carry both the energy, which I don't think is possible. Anyway, we're going to start with the Mother Mary Oracle deck. We'll allow one or two to come out, and then we'll add in the tarot. See what's going on here. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've been having like one hell of a time trying to get to sleep. And then I looked it up this morning to see what's going on in the sky that could be causing it. And we have a new moon in Capricorn. So new moon could certainly cause that. And I always feel like if I'm going through something, a lot of you are also going through it, because I feel like we're all soul connected. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin. Integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. And this could also speak about with the new moon in Capricorn, because you want to go back to, I think it's August, and see if there's some old type of feeling or some type of something was going on then that may be, I don't know, rearing its head again. Anyway, I don't know. You guys let me know. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. We'll read at the end of the reading out of the book, but I like to see how it relates to your reading at the same time. Okay. We're using a couple new decks. The one I'm shuffling right now is called the Tarot of Dreams. They're all pre-shuffled. But you know, I like to shuffle with you here. Tarot of Dreams. And then we're going to be bringing in the Gilded Tarot. Both new. Okay, see what's going on. Gemini, I have to say, you've been coming up on a lot of people's readings for mid-January. Hopefully your reading here will tell me why. But you've been coming up in good ways. You know, I usually find as I get towards the end of a group of readings, certain signs seem to be peeking their head up in other readings, and you're one of them. Not always in a good way, but this time you really are. It's like you're showing in a good way for a lot of other signs. Well, with the Nine of Cups, happy to see this as your opening card. You know, I feel like the Nine of Cups comes to me, and when I say me, I mean you, comes to me after a period of time. You know, if I go one card back, it's the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups, eight, first of all, is about a new beginning, right? And much like the new moon is, it's about a new beginning. It's a new opportunity. But I feel like it came after probably a lot of work. And mainly like emotional type work. this can benefit your material world, your emotional world, all. But I feel like in particular, it may have been like in your emotional house. And the Nine of Cups showing, um, to me, it almost feels like, I want to say a reward, but is it a reward or is it what is due to you anyway? So this is the ability to, first of all, this is the energy where you are learning to love yourself. And I don't mean in an egotistical way, but you're understanding all sides of yourself. You're not negating one side only for this side. You're finding a balance within that. And it's energy of finding things to celebrate that are here and now, even amongst the chaos. This is about your center, and I don't know, it feels good. Let's keep going. We have the Page of Coins, Page of Pentacles. We have the King of Swords, so Gemini, another Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We'll see. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. This is about your destiny. This is also, when the wheel shows up, it's showing here to ask you, do you want to jump on this wheel? Do you want to move on this destined path? We open with a 9. 9 is about the reflection. Why? Well, the Page of Coins is right next to it. Reflection back, so I learn, so I can learn from it. The Page of Pentacles is always seeking knowledge to better himself, herself, to guarantee a strong foundation within oneself. And I feel like here you have it in your emotional house, and maybe now you're moving into, your house of abundance and stability. Well, and then we got Capricorn, right? The new moon in Capricorn. Let's keep going and we'll figure out who this King of Swords is. He also is right next to the wheel. We have the sun. Beautiful. Look at that. The sun shining right over your emotional house. This is complete illumination. There's nothing I can hide, right? Nothing can hide from me either when the sun is here. It really is about moving into a period that is, a lot of laughter and joy and harmony. We have the Page of Swords coming under the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. Look at this. We have the King of Cups coming under the King of Swords. It's interesting how they're lining up here. Huh. Like each has their page beside them. We have the Eight of Pentacles. This is about how you make your money. Yeah, it doesn't have to be money, but it is about, your creativity and what you're willing to put in it. So 8 asks, again, first of all, I feel like 8 is a self-created energy. I say yay or nay to it, right? I'm aware of it or I'm hiding from it. And the 8 of Pentacles is where I am, I want to put my head down and work on my craft. I can get lost in my craft. Many times when you move into the 8 of Pentacles, energy can be something new. This epiphany, right? It's coming right under your destiny. Some type of an epiphany opens up to you, and you say yes to it. Even if I started at the beginning, right? The apprentice, eventually, you move into the 9 of Pentacles, which is about success, right? But at first it's saying, it takes your attention to bring it to abundance. But you should really enjoy what you're doing here too, even if it's hard work. We have the Palace of Wands. So I didn't really read the book on these cards because I like for them just to come to me intuitively. But I did look up what the palaces meant because I wasn't quite sure. First I thought, well, maybe it's a page. But what it talks about in this deck is the atmosphere where you may find yourself that will potentially open up to you. And listen, the Page of Wands or the Palace of Wands is a great energy, right? It's a period of true desires, um, showing themselves and moving into that energy. You have the sun right above it, so you have a lot of fire energy that's kind of feeding this Nine of Cups. You. So I feel like a lot of you you're starting on a course of maybe a new way of making your money. Maybe you're starting to bring your craft to the forefront. Page of Swords under that. Some of you are learning how to use your voice to help others. You have the sun right next to that, so there's nothing to fear there. I feel like, if you get this urge to use your voice, you should move into that because it may just be something you're meant to do. And if that's the case, that's great energy. Okay, let's get the last three cards out, and then we will look at these people. So we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords connected. King of Cups, by the way, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Y'all know it doesn't have to be. Look at this. Oh boy. Now we have another king. King of Pentacles. A lot of people showing. Let's talk about these three kings for a second. If they're coming to us in the upright, right, in the light, King of Swords is someone who you may say, this person speaks from their authentic truth. They know who they are. And this is in the light. You always have the opposite. But everyone has a choice of which way they want to show themselves. So the King of Swords is someone, and for a lot of you, this is you. But anyway, this is someone who may speak very well, may communicate in a deep way. And then we move down to the King of Cups. So the King of Cups in the light is someone who truly appreciates love, appreciates a partner, right? Wants someone to be part of their journey and is willing to completely open their heart. Now, that's if they're in the light, of course. They can be very dedicated. Let's say they're operating from their shadow aspect. They can be very flirty, and so on and so on. Anyway, they love to be in love. And then the King of Pentacles is someone who, in the light, is stable, feels grounded, may have spent a lot of their years thinking about their foundation and building their foundation, right? They understand that, if I have a faulty foundation, well, the whole house is going to fall over. So I have to start, I have to build. So that's important to them. Family is important to them. Um, Family history is right next to the Palace of Wands. Anyway, let's get our last two cards. What king is missing? We have one king with King of Wands. We have the Chariot, card of Cancer, coming under this king. Some of you that, may represent Cancer to you. Chariot is a beautiful energy to come in, especially if I'm manifesting, because we're always manifesting, always. So if I'm manifesting from the Nine of Cups energy, normally, where I manifest from is what I bring back to me, right? I have to, I have to be what it is that I want. I have to be able to match that energy. And if I send it out from that energy, well, this is like um, not Russian roulette. What am I talking about? Where you spin the wheel, a game of chance. Then my chances are much higher that I bring in exactly what it is I want. And when I say exactly, you want to let go of how something must look, what package it must come in. If I'm trusting in divine energy, well, then I know what's coming towards me will be good. If it's not, the red flag will be there, right? Pay attention to those red flags. So anyway, I don't know why I got off on that. So the Chariot eh, just just like I felt with the Nine of Cups, I feel like this is about the work being done. This is the balance between the feminine and the masculine, the yin and the yang, um, the light and the dark. And it's not eliminating, it's balancing. And, we don't control the reins of the chariot. It's really our thoughts. And the sky's the limit. We can take it anywhere we want to go. So this chariot's connected to two kings, King of Cups, King of Pentacles. Well, we have the Six of Cups. So one of these people are potentially from your past. Some of you may be moving home, and when I say home, it may be, it's funny because we have, again, the Palace of Wands is opening this line. And for your reading, I made myself go and look what the meaning was in case they came up. And again, um, where you may be, like where an event takes place, the Palace of Wands. First of all, just look at the image. It looks beautiful, right? There's a candle lit in every window. So it looks beautiful, and the sun is also right above it also. So for some of you, you may be moving somewhere and find that it just starts to really stir your creativity. I don't know. I don't know. It just feels good. But anyways, the Six of Cups is about, it's a time where you had happy memories. And I feel like you're moving towards that. This can be a person that you had happy memories with. Doesn't mean they weren't hard also, but this is you focusing on the good rather than the bad. Um, and hence why you remain in that Nine of Cups energy. And then the Nine of Cups goes, over to the wheel on the other side. I feel like this is saying, and then bam, here opens something new. Eight of Pentacles below that. Put your focus there, um, and you will grow it. It can be something that feels repetitious, but still nonetheless. Or it can be something, it can be like an idea that comes to you, and now it's moving to like the production line. Whatever it is, whatever energy you're in, I feel like it definitely is serving you. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Wow, we have the Fool, so that makes sense, right? The Fool was about a new beginning. The Fool is the one who takes a chance. The Fool will go forward before he says no. I often feel in the Fool, there is, your spiritual team walks beside you, even if you can't see them. You have the opportunity to feel that guidance. Think about the Fool's journey. The first person he meets, or first character, whatever you want to say, is a magician. And the magician's job is to teach the Fool of the tools that he has inside, right, that are his. And no one can take them from him except if we do it ourselves. And then the next person the Fool meets is the High Priestess, and she's about your intuition, right, reminding you of the spiritual side of you, of your spiritual team, of going within when you have a question about your next turn. That's where you're going to find your answer. So, as you keep going, there's always going to be someone. The Empress is next, that nurturing figure who helps you in some way. Well, there's our King of Wands. He is, okay, he is under the Fool. And then under the Fool is the Two of Swords. Look at the image of this Two of Swords. This is the first time I'm seeing it. If I'm trying to figure out something in this energy, wow, I don't know. That seems almost impossible, right? But here is the Fool, so I guess it is possible. Well, anyway, the King of Wands is coming over that energy. This could be them themselves going through the Two of Swords energy. It's almost like she's got to stab herself in the leg to feel if she's still alive. I still hear. Well, there's the Eight of Cups. So I could feel the energy of the Eight of Cups without it even showing. And that to me is the emotional work that you have done. So maybe this helps give you the clarity within the Two of Swords of which way to go, what to do. You know, this card's a little buried, so it probably has already happened, and hopefully you've already moved into the Nine of Cups energy. Again, the King of Wands is a little bit buried too, but he does carry the Fool, so we'll see. We'll just remember that he's there. Okay, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. Let's find out who these people are. What do they want with my Geminis? Someone may be thinking about writing a book of maybe your childhood, of something that's happy in nature, and you may be finding that you're drawn to write about it, speak about it. Okay, we're going to start on the top, then look at the Nine of Cups. Look at this. We have the sun again. So the sun is below the Nine of Cups and now above the Nine of Cups. So, nothing can be hidden here. First of all, that's double Leo energy, the ruler of Leo. But nothing can be hidden here in the sun. And I feel like nothing needs to be feared here in the sun because everything is clear. Well, look at this. We have the Ten of Swords coming over the page. So I do feel like some of you have looked at that Ten of Swords. Just look at the image. All the swords are coming down at him, right? Stabbing him in the back. Not all the swords have reached him, though. Interesting in this card. Some swords have, but some haven't. Does that mean that maybe I think, I don't know. I feel like even if they haven't reached me, do I feel like they have? Can I escape the rest of the swords before they reach me? It would require me to stand up and or at least roll out of that energy, right? And again, the sun, I feel like the Page of Pentacles is someone who wants to know why those 10 swords exist, right? They want to learn from that. They want to increase their knowledge. Why? Why would I want to do that? Well, maybe so I don't repeat it. Again, some of those swords are like in shadow. So I kind of feel like they haven't reached you, but maybe I feel like they did. Anyway, the sun's going to illuminate that. So when the page wants to learn the cause of these swords and the authentic cause of the swords, all parts of it, not just their part, but also my part. And, it seems to always be like this truth in the middle. And that may just be kind of like seeing the big picture of it. Anyway, so I definitely feel like someone is saying, I'm going to look at these swords face on because I do not want to repeat them, right? I want to know my part in it, so I do not repeat that. The wheel could be, here comes the wheel, which direction are we going in? Let's keep going. Let's look at this King of Swords. I don't know why, but he looks like an astronaut or like he's from outer space. Okay, that's a lot, but we're going to take them. I don't like to deny cards. We have the Page of Swords again. So the Page of Swords now over the King of Swords. Um, right off the bat, we have the Page of Swords down here, except he's attached to the King of Cups. Well, anyways, I definitely feel like this is your energy. And, the Page of Swords, what am I looking at? I'm looking back. I'm looking, back when I was younger. Because for whatever reason, these swords started then. And it's a realization of that, right? But in the Page of Swords, I'm also learning how to use that sword. And I feel like you do because boom, now you're the king, male or female, doesn't matter. Not at this point. So in that Page of Swords, you're learning to use that sword to cut out. At least let's look at it this way. I feel like this page is, and this Page of Pentacles are looking at the swords for their true, authentic reason. And in the Page of Swords and moving to the King of Swords, I'm learning to use that sword so that things that don't need to be in my life, um, I'm learning to cut them out, right? Because here's the wheel. It's like there's some things I don't want to take forward with me, right? I want to start anew. Um, so it's like, I got to stop here, look at them, look at those swords again, learn from those swords, gain the knowledge available. You have the sun. So again, anything is you're looking at, and the new moon in Capricorn can do that too, kind of make you reflect back. And it's really just to see, what do I not have? I don't have to take everything with me forward. What do I want to take? What don't I want to take? It's becoming the full, and that's just clearing my energy of toxicity. Anyway, let's keep going with the Seven of Swords. So, it means to me that there could have been someone in your life who, has been untrustworthy, who you feel like has stolen from you, has stolen time, has stolen gifts, that type of thing. But it is untrustworthy energy, and I feel like what you're doing though is you're clearing that. I feel like also this page is looking at the Seven of Swords of, again, my part in it. And I hate to keep saying that, but I feel like, because I feel like there's swords that he's carrying that he should just let down. Almost like I'm carrying the swords of the past with me to my future. And you don't want to do that. All right, let's keep going. We have the Queen of Cups coming over the sun. So we have the Queen and the King in the same, I was going to say aisle. Look at this. We have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups coming over the Page of Swords. Huh. For some of you, this is about someone of your past, but again, I feel like this is you focusing on the happy memories of that person, and not perhaps, there's a Ten of Swords up there right above that Two of Cups. And these pages, the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, that could certainly be, again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, and then we have the King. So for some of you, this is you of a younger time, and now the King is showing in real time. Again, are some of you moving back to a place that you must have happy memories with? And again, I feel like this inspires you. It may open up different avenues of your gifts that you already have. You just haven't found them yet, right? It's like keep looking, you'll find them, or ask for them. Anyway, here's the Two of Cups. Well, with the Ace of Cups. So what a turn already your life is taken, right? Because if we go back again, we're looking at those Ten of Swords, and we're doing the hard work. We got the Eight of Cups under here also. I am figuring it out. I am figuring what it is I want to take with me moving forward and what is no longer serving me, right? I am changing my energy, and therefore I change my life. Um, Integrity. I trust my ability to know what is true for me, to know what is true for me. And truth means I've had this hard look. Some of you, this is what may even be motivating you to make a move. And again, it doesn't have to be back to where an old lover was. It doesn't even have to be back, but it may be somewhere. Maybe you took a vacation. But I feel like this is inspiring, very inspiring to you, and opens up like this new avenue. Definitely is saying be careful not to take trust issues moving forward, especially if that person is no longer in your life. Don't allow their energy to determine what your future is going to be, especially if you're not connected to them anymore or you don't want to be connected. Cut that mental and spiritual cord, like cut it. No, you don't get to affect my life in the way that you have. Sometimes my part in that is I stayed too long. I allowed more swords than need be. That's okay. I'm not judging myself. I'm now looking at it and I'm learning from it. And those or things that just aren't serving you any longer, I feel like you're really learning how to cut the cord of attachment. And then, because now we move into the wheel's energy, what follows it? Well, we have the sun. That's beautiful energy. It's like it's allowing your inner child to to be your guide. It's allowing joy to seep in again. Queen of Cups is coming right over that. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But I often feel in a reading, it's you who's watching. It doesn't matter which sign you are. So the Queen of Cups perhaps is or has really had the opportunity to learn how to open her heart again. And I say that because right next to it is the Two of Cups and then the Ace of Cups. I don't feel like there's anything I got to fear here. I really don't. Well, no, I don't, because the sun is illuminating the Two of Cups. There's no shadow here, it's illuminating it. And I don't know, this ace may be an actual proposal or some type, or a realization maybe of who someone may be in your life. It could be someone that you felt like was a soulmate energy. I don't know if they're part of that Ten of Swords. Maybe, but I certainly don't feel like they carry all the weight of that Ten of Swords. So if this is someone of the past, um, I don't know. I just don't feel like, those 10 swords came from them. Because actually, I feel like the energy of the Ten of Swords is what you need to let go of, right? Move back into your, if I'm going to use my thought system, I'm going to keep it positive. Anyway, let's see. Let's keep going. Wow, we have the Ace of Swords. Wow, it's like, here you are in the Eight of Pentacles, willing to put the work in. That's what it asks. Will I have success in the Eight of Pentacles? If I focus on it, yes, I will have success. It's almost like guaranteed. Some of you are really starting to look at, your own authentic path, your own authentic self, and starting to move into that energy, allowing that to be your guide, right? It's like whoever and whatever was in that Ten of Swords, you know, you're not going to let them affect your future. Enough, right? Enough is enough. You have all the illumination that you could ask for to be able to make these changes. Um, and then when you do, look how the universe responds. Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Nothing is hidden. Everything is authentic. Okay, well, hello. We just Six of Cups again. And by the way, it's coming over, let's just say, a physical location or almost like, a fantasy of mine that has all the groundwork laid. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel that. So, this does feel like someone of the past. We have the little boy and the little girl here. And I just feel like someone's moving back home. Someone's moving, and I keep saying back home. It doesn't have to be back home. It can be a new place, but there may be someone there that, well, you meet on your path. I don't always feel like they're coming to us. They're coming to us. It's two people who will meet each other on their path, right? Temperance would tell you um, divine timing. Like you will be at the right place at the right time. Trust in that. But your mindset is of a very positive nature. Okay, let's keep going. Some of some of you may be just hearing from someone back in the day, connecting again to someone back in the day. It may not be a physical move, but I feel like your mind and your heart goes there. Well, there's Temperance, speaking of divine timing, coming right into that Two of Cups. So, first thing I can say with the Two of Cups is I can truly let go of control. How this is going to show, when it's going to show, who it's going to be, and I can trust divine here. I mean, who better to bring me this Two of Cups than divine? So this tells me this is not a karmic relationship coming up. This is of love, of a soulmate. And to me, that means meant to be at the right time, right? It will be. Sometimes I feel like our thoughts can start to move towards something, and we wonder, like, I wonder why I started thinking about that. And I feel like that is also divine kind of throwing you these nuggets, moving you into a certain type of energy to eventually move you into place. This is when you see a lot of signs, and pay attention to them. Pay attention to the signs, right? I feel like you will. I feel like you'll see them. So, and Temperance also talks about patience. Well, we know why she needs patience because if we move at the top, there is that Ten of Swords. But nonetheless, I feel like it's like the universe saying, "Listen, we just want you to be aware of certain cycles that you keep bringing forward with you." The reason being is it's time in your soul's journey to experience the Two of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and to experience that Two of Cups for all it can be. The cycles of the past have no place in your future. And that you got to trust, right? And you got to trust yourself. Don't carry the victimhood of your past cycles. The nine says you have the opportunity to review it, and the sun is right over that. So to really see the truth of the matter, not just in our limited human mind, but also through our spirituality. It's like looking at it through the spiritual lens. Temperance gives you that opportunity. And it's really for one reason. First of all, so you become stronger. Your foundation becomes stronger. And it allows you, I feel like you're being slowly moved into a much more kind of like romantic type energy within you. Does that make sense? It does feel like it's like your thoughts are being guided, and I want to say, go with the flow because wherever they're being guided to, I feel like eventually manifests itself. Temperance is like, there's no way I'll allow you to bring all these swords into this. There would be no sense, right? I would use those daggers unknowingly and boom, I create my past in my future again. No, uh-uh. Sagittarius, oh, I'm sorry, Temperance is also Sagittarius. It's like we have 2 cups here, and here's one of the cups within the Ace. We have the 3 of Swords. Interesting. So the 3 of Swords coming over the Chariot. But Temperance is next to it. Temperance is actually looking right at that. You know, it's almost like, if you look at the image, it's like your heart is being reactivated or activated, even though those swords are in there. It's weird. The swords seem to come to like one. Anyway, part of, you know, I feel like what's coming forward is also here really to help mend the heart. And maybe, you know, maybe we still move forward and we still have some wounds, right? But what we're not going to do anymore is allow our mental anguish to guide us. We're turning the page. And really, there's only one way we can do that, and that is, again, to look and to understand, and then to use the sword to cut the ties that bind us, right? Some of them can be trust issues, right? Maybe I've got to understand, I've got to allow someone right from the get-go. You know, I don't want to put false, what's the word, expectations on whoever this is. Now, in the same breath, I feel like this is a soulmate energy. So part of their energy may be, or maybe it's for both of you, where you do help heal the heart, the brokenness of the heart. And I feel like the heart is being reactivated on purpose. So even though there's a little bit of that pain in there, again, the pain is just what's inside. I'm not carrying it in a way where it's going to affect me in a negative way. But I can't deny the, you know, the hurt there, the pain, the, you know, tears will come every once in a while uncontrollably, and that may be the purging of that energy, right? I have to purge it out. And Temperance is here. It's like she's lighting the fire that illuminates your heart, that activates your heartstring again. And it's funny, these swords are coming to one, and then you look up, it's the Ace of Cups. So, in a way, I can understand where patience was needed, right? It's showing us the journey. You know, do we have to do what's here? Absolutely not. Your free will, you can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, right? But if you're looking for a certain type of thing to come into your life, then you've got to see truthfully, where are you? Do you match that energy? Or is my energy way down here, but I'm asking for something way, I want divine love. Well, okay, well, I'll bring it to you, but you're just going to cut it up, right? Because you're not quite ready for it, or vice versa. It's allowing both these cups to find their own balance, where then they come in and truly help balance each other. So it's a process, right? You go through the cycles, right? The 9-year cycles, let's say. There's good, there's bad, there's ups and downs. And at the end of that cycle, we got to know when to end things. But at the end of that cycle, I'm going to take a minute, I'm going to reflect back, gain what I can gain, and cut what I no longer need. That is the cycle of life, right? It just is the cycle of life. And the more we learn about our own energy, and, you know, I feel like our soul's here to also learn how, I don't know, not to limit oneself. So anyway, let's look at the 6 of Cups. The Ace of Swords are right above it. You know, I feel like there's someone who may meet someone who reminds them of someone of a younger time, and it may be in your workforce. It's like, and I feel like this would be someone new. Um, I guess you could work with them and maybe never have talked to them. All of a sudden, something comes forward, and I feel like it's like your clues, they remind you of someone. Now, this could be your father. Maybe you love the way your father treated your mother, and you're looking for a man, or vice versa, just like him, right? We can do that on the negative side too. Trust me, I've done that. Okay. Weird, my foot just went completely asleep. Well, that's a lot of cards, but we're going to take them. It's like the story's not over yet. We have the Page of Wands. So this is younger energy, or of a younger day. Page of Wands can represent fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but he's coming right over. He or she's coming right over the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have the King of Cups. Interesting. I already feel like what this is going to say is these kings are showing up. They're different people showing up for different people, right? Like I'm Virgo, and to me, the King of Pentacles showing up, what they represent means a lot to me also, right? Doesn't mean I would turn down the King of Cups, but I feel like it's like-minded. So you're finding like-minded people for different people. We have the Three of Wands. Looks like he's about to take a trip. This is someone who's looking out at the world with optimistic energy, not putting any limitations on anything. I don't need to know where my path ends. I just want to know, it eliminates the steps as you move forward. It doesn't illuminate the whole path. That's really for you to build. You have a lot to say about how the ending, do I reach the Ten of Cups or the Ten of Pentacles? Or is this just a, few dates and over? I kind of don't feel like that, but nonetheless, I don't feel like you're putting any restrictions either. We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. Look at all the people still coming out. King of Swords and the Queen of the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups are directly attached here. Okay, look at this. So now we have a queen for every king that has shown. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Chariot again. Double Cancer, very close here. And then, hello, the Lovers. Look how they're all coming in this corner. The Lovers. First of all, card of Gemini. The card asks for a head over heart decision, right? Deciding between what my head tells me and what my heart tells me. Your heart is activated here. It's very clear to me that it's activated, and it's heading towards the Ace of Cups. So, Lovers is, it's an undeniable connection. This connection could have been stirred many years ago, but it's like divine is reactivating it. Doesn't mean everyone who comes back is good for us. However, I feel like at this point, once you've moved to the wheel, I do feel like it's of a destined time, and I do feel like what's opening up is quite beautiful. We can look at the Chariot as a reward. The reward for my hard work, and the hard work was the balancing of all sides of me, and my spiritual and my physical. So the Lovers. Well, that's pretty romantic. Look at that picture. I like it. I like it. Okay, so we have all the queens who are now matching the kings. If you're in a same-sex relationship, you have all the matches. Like everyone has a match. right? I think everyone has a match. The King and the Queen of Pentacles are very close to each other here. Okay, what else do I want to look at? I feel like there's so many people that came out. Um, there's a lot of abundant energy in here too. So this isn't just, activating your heart for romantic love, though. Hello, it's here. I feel like also it's about your creativity and if you're receiving epiphanies, if you're seeing signs to maybe learn about something, I would highly recommend that you begin doing that, because I feel like in this type of energy we start to find those gifts. We don't have to look out there, though something out there could spark our imagination, and then I feel like what it is, we're starting to find that gift and bringing it to the forefront. And many times you just feel like a natural within that energy. It doesn't mean it's not a lot of work, but putting in the work um, definitely has its rewards. Some of you, it's independence. We have a 9 open in the reading. It's finding your independence, right? Building your pentacles, right? Like I said in the beginning of the reading. So, anyways, I think I'm going to leave it there. I feel like all these people are just showing themselves, and I feel like because we may have a diverse crowd here today, I just kind of feel that. Um, so, if you start to feel like your heart center being activated, you start thinking more romantically, or even in a dreamy type nature, but also with this stability underneath it. Can I just say that? I feel like there's this stability that is based in this dreamy type energy. Do you feel like it's about it coming to you, or you meeting it right on your path, right where you're meant to? So, this is a month, like many readings I found this month, to pay attention to the signs. All is being illuminated. All is being illuminated. So you have the Ace of Cups and the Lovers. Boy, that is a connection, right? That is a true connection. Doesn't mean that everything is easy, but whatever work I put into something, including a relationship, is what I will get out of it. If I'm not getting out of it, you'll know that quickly. And then you have that sword, use it, right? If it is not exactly, well, I don't want to say exactly how you want it, but if it doesn't, and listen, we're all imperfect. I'm not expecting perfection unless I myself can deliver perfection, right? But we're all imperfect, and that's okay. Anyway, I just feel like your heart's being reactivated, and there is movement towards soulmate energy. The universe is on top of this because it's the universal cup of love pouring down upon you. It's definitely pouring on your heart. Bam, activated. It changes too. It changes you inside because it gives you, you start to think, oh, what is out there, right? You start to move into this more of a passionate type energy. The Fool, what's out there? I'm going to take a chance, right? I have control of myself. Therefore, if I need to use my sword, I can use my sword. Temperance is saying slow and easy, right? Slow and easy. Um, Allow your heart center to keep, fulfilling you. The universe is pouring its love right down on you so that you can have what really feels like these wonderful experiences. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. But I want to read the Mother Mary card. So let's go to that. Integrity. You drew this card because the situation you're asking about involves someone's integrity. This card comes as a guidance to pay attention to your body's signals because you can sense whether someone is being honest. Mother Mary is a wonderful role model of gently and lovingly demanding that others live truthfully. You can do the same with the people in your life. You can also avoid those who aren't acting with integrity. Either way, trust your gut feelings to steer you towards individuals who would tell the truth and who walk their talk. This card also asks you to tell the truth yourself, even if you're uncomfortable with the possible reaction. Prayer can guide you. Prayer can guide your words, give you courage to speak up, and help create a healthy atmosphere of honest communication. Well, it just seems to fit perfectly. Um, you let me know. Definitely leave your comments. Tell me how this applies to you. I feel like I'm reaching a lot of people in this reading. Um, you know, Different situations, but kind of similar paths. We're all so connected, right? We have each other, and we're blessed for that. I'm blessed for having you. So I want to thank you, as always, for your very generous support of my channel and all the ways that you do that. Thank you. Your likes, your subscribes, your shares, your comments, your donations, your personal readings, all of it. I'm eternally grateful, and I hope I can be here for you for as long as you need me. And with that, I will let you be. I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.